Welcome to Les Schwab Tire Center's Outdoor GPS, presented by Fisherman's Marine and Outdoor.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Owen Hayes. You're watching Les Schwab Tire Center's Outdoor GPS, presented to you by Fisherman's Marine and Outdoor. And trust me, you will have Fisherman's in your future after today's show. I can promise you that. Today, our special guest in studio is Bill Rivas. He's the owner of Millennial Baits, Coon Shrimp, Mulch. Just listen to me. Mulch. Just think about when you go to Fisherman's in Oregon City. It's only in Oregon City right now. When you go to Oregon City store, the Millennial Mulch, okay? Put it on your radar. This is something that I haven't seen before, and I will easily admit it's going to be in my boat everywhere I go. I'm pretty excited about that. But we're going to talk with Bill for the first time here in the studio about his baits that he's very, very well known for now for a number of different reasons. One, just high quality, the availability, and just an all-around bait that you can use for everything. If it's steelhead or salmon, it doesn't matter what run it is, these baits are extremely effective for them. And I think over the last few years, you've heard me talk about coon shrimp in particular, that I didn't miss the boat. It's just that I didn't use it nearly enough for all the different species that we're chasing, right? Now, you've heard me whine here enough in the last year or so that I was struggling last year for my Chinook fishing. Didn't matter which run it was. There's no question that these baits helped me last year at least have some success, because, you know, we're all about to have those, we have those years. But we're going to talk with him about different rigging, when and where to use them, why to use them, what kind of river conditions do you look for to be more productive with these particular baits? Are you going to back troll them? Are you going to fish them under a float on a jig for steelhead? Or for that matter, for Chinook too. By the way, turns out to be a good one for that. Also, one that and you've heard me mention this, but this Mulch product that he's brand new, recently come out with, is well, I'll let him tell you. It's kind of a blend of a couple of different things that you're going to find extremely useful in so many different ways, from stuffer baits to plugs to spawn sacks. There's so many different ways to use it, and I've never seen it before. Has anybody else ever made it before, Bill? I've never seen it. Something you're going to see here for the first time on GPS, and we've even got a photo from this morning that we're going to show you where his baits put the first springer in a good friend's boat, who's very well known for fishing herring. So we're going to have that. It's going to be a great show. Make sure you stick with us for that, especially if you haven't used these baits before. It's certainly something to pay attention to. Now, I can't actually see this, but we do have a hotline, a viewer hotline, 503-548-6777. Questions, comments, reports, as always. But if you have questions for Bill specifically, you can call us up. We can kind of keep you on hold for a bit, get that question to Bill when we're talking to him. So it's going to be a really good opportunity to learn something today and ultimately make you more successful when you get out there to chase springers, and then, of course, going forward with summer and Chinook runs coming up. Sockeye, summer steelhead, literally everything. Am I wrong in that? I'm not wrong in that. I mean, literally everything. And we're going to show you different ways to actually utilize it. Of course, we're going to have our upcoming report segment. Mine's pretty simple report, more along the lines of trying to change my luck from last year. We'll talk about how I kind of maybe helped me with that yesterday, but we'll get there. River levels, fish counts, and all those things. We're going to check in with Katie Suniga, which everybody wants to hear from, about the weather coming up this week. How nice is it going to stay, and when are we going to see a change in the weather? Because spring is coming back. We're not going to have summer forever in March, right? So that'll be interesting info as always. Also, we're going to have your Chevy Silverado Tech Tip of the Week, where we're going to have Bill, we're going to utilize him and show you a couple of different riggings, right? Riggings that you can use right now. If you went out today in the afternoon on Sunday morning, or afternoon, I should say, or this upcoming week, and where else are you going to find that but Outdoor GPS? Keep thinking. Okay, you found it? None. There is no other place that you're going to find that. That's with us only. So make sure you stick with us for that, and we will do the best we can to give you some of that info. Now, I'm trying to buy a little bit of time, as you can tell, because we are going to be busy, but we've got a bunch of viewer photos and a couple of different videos that we're going to be showing today. So that's kind of exciting. So 2 different videos we're going to show, and then of course we're going to show you how you can do that as well. So let's start out with that first photo, give you an idea of what everybody's been up to out there. And yeah, there's still going to be plenty of steelhead photos coming in, and there will be no question here in the next week or so, we will start seeing lots. Well, let's hope, right? I don't want to be too overexcited, but we're going to start seeing some spring Chinook photos as well. But here's a dandy, nice hatchery steelhead. Gary, this is a coastal steelhead, as you can tell from back there. It looks kind of chilly. I see a little bit of snow on the dude's bill right there. So yeah, great photo. And a bobber dog set up in the back. I got a pretty strong idea of where that is too, but I'm just going to be quiet now. Doug's first keeper 2024. That is a steelhead for half a second because that's a good sized fish. I thought that may have been a springer, but that is the steelhead. Stacy, thanks for sending it in. And a lot of you, myself included, get your plunking gear together. Things are going to start turning on for that here very, very quickly if they haven't already for you in certain areas. Gina's first steelhead. Look at all these firsts. So many firsts that we were able to show here in just the last couple of weeks for folks chasing steelhead, and we absolutely need that. Get more people involved with our fisheries and being behind them, right? So Matt, thanks for sending that in. Congratulations to Gina, of course. And here's another one. We'll get the info for that if we have it, but that's a dandy wild. The fish has been around just a little bit, but that is just a dandy. I'm calling it a teener. Sunrise steelhead, Owen Carter. Interesting. You spell your name wrong, but I'm kidding. But great photo, Owen. God, that's weird to say. That's so weird. When you have a name like mine, you don't get to do that very often. Or is this Sean? Don't know. This is Sean. I can't keep up. We're all over the place here. His personal best, and if it is, that is a dandy. Here's another nice one. This is the young man, is Owen. Sunrise steelhead, just a beauty. Look at that. We like to call that a black and white, everyone. Look at the sunshine in the background, too. That is an absolute wall hanger. He's still got his headlamp on. Yep, first light. Well done. Nice photo. And some videos here, I believe. Here's a couple of bucks fighting William Smith. And I can't tell this. Oh, blacktail. Yeah, look at that. It is, now you're making me think about hunting, Ryan. And it's not that far away. If you're like me and you're crazy enough to chase these things with stick and string, start practicing now. I say that, especially for somebody that might not be crazy like us and chasing springers. Get ready for your upcoming hunting seasons because turkey is right around the corner. This is actually sent in by Clint Lowry. He's going to be mad at me if he was watching right now. Clint Lowry, you all know him. He's with the guys over at Addicted. And this is actually his first steelhead on. And watch what happens. Think goodbye. I hate to laugh at your expense, Clint, but in the end, that same day, he ultimately ended up catching his first and second steelhead. Clint, thanks for sending that in. By the way, he was with Cameron Black from Gone Catching Guide Service, I believe. There you go. It's the easiest way to send these photos in is on the Fox 12 app. Once you download it, find Outdoor GPS, it'll show you exactly how to upload your photos and video. And we love to show you off. And hopefully I can keep up with the names and everything while we're doing that. All right, we're going to cut to a quick break. When we come back, we'll have my field report from this weekend. Of course, all the info that you're going to need to make your decision going into this upcoming week because it is going to be option friendly. I can promise you that. We'll be right back.